Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with the long overdue update to my Pandos eyeshadows project pan. So this is a project pan where I work on eyeshadow. I randomly generate eyeshadow for my entire collection, and the goal is obviously to hit pan. So this is, I didn't do an update on this project in July because I've had my vacation, I've been traveling, I've been at the cabin, I haven't worn that much makeup. So this is, the last time I updated this was in June. So it's, it's about time. I am always working on 6 shades. One is selected by my, one is hand chosen. And the rest of the 5 are randomly generated from my entire collection. Yeah, let's talk about this. This is the color story that I have been working on since June. It's fine. It's not like we have 2 kind of neutral shimmers, and then all of these other shades. This is a like semi shimmer. It's not super sparkly, but very like same tone, mid-toned, colorful shades. So it hasn't been the easiest to like use them together to make looks, but it's okay. Yeah, I don't know, I don't have anything else to say. If you like product panning content, you should subscribe, because that is what I do here on my channel. I'm getting back into, the rhythm, the routines, getting back into my filming schedule. So yeah, this is kind of at a good time for, like, I try to do my Pandos eyeshadows like in the middle of the month. So hopefully by next update I will have about 4 weeks progress. But let's get into all of the eyeshadow I have been working on. So this first shade, I don't remember really when I rolled things in, and I'm not really too fussed about looking at my videos to remember either. Let's just talk about, because I have the usage. As I said, the goal is always to hit pan, but if I have used something 20 times and I feel like pan is nowhere to be seen, if I'm feeling burnt out, I can roll out a shade beforehand. So let's talk about the shade here. It's the shade Self by Oden's Eye and the Norns palette. This is the old version, so it has the round pans, and these pans are super deep. This is also like a brown. If you don't know me, I prefer to have colorful makeup. So like working on a brown, it's fine, but it's not like the most exciting thing to do for me. I know many people would be thrilled to roll in an easy shade like this. Anyways, you can see what Self has looked like since the start of the project. I didn't have that many uses left on this one for me to hit my 20 uses, and as of today I have used this shade 20 times, and yeah, this is what it's looking like. If it focuses, there we go. So I mean, there is a slightest dip, but it's a long way to pan. You can see where the pan is on this shade up here. So they are deep, and I'm not gonna force myself to use a brown probably like 70 times before I hit pan. So I am going to roll this one out. Glad to have used this palette. I always try to use the entire palette, no pan left behind style, and not just like hyper focus on the shade that I roll in. So I have been using all of the shades in this palette, so now I can put it aside. Alright, then we have this kind of uninspiring silver shade here, and that shade is from my Bellapiérre Ultimate Nude eyeshadow palette. This was something I got in an advent calendar 2 years ago in 2023, and it's just a very nude palette. You can see what the shade looked like when I rolled it in. They don't have shade names, so it's the final shade in this palette, and this is what it's looking like today. So not much use should be visible here, because I have only used this shade 1 time. I mean, as I said, I have been traveling, and when I've done my makeup this summer, like, this is not what I have been inspired to reach for. I have not been inspired to reach for a silver this summer. I actually think that I'm gonna declutter this palette. It's not, I have other neutral palettes in my collection that I feel more inspired to use. This just feels very redundant. I mean, there are a lot of matte shades here that are basically like the same tone, like color. Do you see this row? And here, and like, there are so many shades that look the same. So I think I'm happy, like, I can get rid of this one. It's not like I hand selected it myself. I got it in an advent calendar. I have used it. I do have 2 pans here actually, up here. So I mean, I can let it go. Alright, then we have a very blue shade here. It's the shade Lagoon from my Oden's Eye and the Fancy Face palette. It's the Hummingbird. So this has been a bit of a challenge to reach for because it is very, very blue, and I don't reach for blue. It's not my like go-to color, so to speak. You can see what it has been looking like since rolling it in. I do think I had a good dip on this one last update, if I remember correctly. I have today used it 17 times, and this is what it's looking like. So we do have a good shiny pan there. These pans are pretty deep as well. I did use this one as a liner a couple of times, which is why it's a very, very like attacked pan, so to speak. Very like narrow pan. So I'm very happy to finally have a pan in this palette. It did deserve some love from me, and now I can put it aside. It's very beautiful. It's a very colorful, nice palette. Yeah, don't have anything negative to say there. Next is a shade called Prom. It's a very, very purple, cool tone purple shade. It's from the Micka Beauty Forever Young palette. This one, I think I rolled it in June as well. And it's a very stunning matte purple shade. I actually have been traveling with this palette because it has such amazing shimmer shades. So you can see what it looked like when I rolled this one in. It had a little bit of use, but not anything that was very visible. And this is what it's looking like today. So you can see a bit of a dip there. I have used it 14 times, so I have 6 times to go. I have worn these shimmer shades so much. This actually fell out, so I need to be a bit careful with it. But these shimmer shades are stunning, especially this one called Happiness. It looks like neon on the lids. It's super gorgeous, and this one I have had a lot of use of. This one is called Young Forever. So really beautiful palette. This is an option for me to do a panda palette in order. I don't like when they look, as you can see, we have some oil seepage here, and I don't like when a palette looks like nasty like this. So it's a potential panda palette in order for next year, which means that I'm probably gonna try and actually hit pan in this shade Prom to see how deep they are. I would really like to know if I can pan this whole palette next year. Okay, then we have, this is a very neutral shimmer shade. It's kind of dusty and dry. It is my hand selected shade, which is a bit surprising because, as I said, I do love my colorful eyeshadows. But it comes from the Pastel Roses The Frozen Dreams palette, and I enrolled this shade the same because, like, with the same thought as I have about the Forever Young. It looks a bit nasty. This is the shade Harmony, and I wanted to hit pan on this one to kind of see how deep are the pans. Will it be easy? Is this a potential panda palette for next year? So I have used Harmony today 12 times. I do have it on my inner corners today, and this is what it's looking like. So I was so excited to hit pan on that shade today. This shade is very dry. In comparison to some of the other shimmers, it's very, very dry. But as you can see, this one also looks a bit gross here with leaking seepage. So it's also something that I'm considering having as my Panda palette next year. We shall see. The pans are not as deep in this one as I think they might be in this one, but we never know. So this one is rolling out, so I get to hand select a shade as well. And then we have this final shade. This is a green shimmer shade. It's not like, it's more of a satin. It's not super, super sparkly. And that one comes from my Ellie J Beauty Oh my Gourd palette. It's the shade Cozies. And yeah, I think I rolled this one in last update as well. So, as of today, I have used Cozies 9 times. And this is what it's looking like. So I do have a good dip, but not a pan. I am wearing it today as my liner. I topped it on top of the black liquid liner that I used. I just put a little bit of this one to see if I could use it like that. It's not the most exciting shade, but I do like enjoy this one, like this is a nice palette. This is probably the least exciting shade in this palette, to be honest, but it's fine. We're handling it. Yeah, 9 uses, so we are going to, this is going to remain in the project as well. That means, my friends, that we are keeping 2 of the shades, the Forever Young Prom and the Cozies shade. I am decluttering, even though I haven't used this 20 times. I'm decluttering my Bellapiérre palette. And we are rolling out the Pastel Roses and the 2 Oden's Eye palettes that I had in. So we are going to randomly generate 4 shades. And, no, 3 shades. And I will hand select 1 shade. Let me just get my shit together. Alright, I do have currently 3,625 eyeshadows in my collection. If I enroll a matte black, I can use it 10 times before rolling it out. If I enroll if I enroll something that is too similar to something else I pan, I will re-roll. Alright. Come on. 402. 402 is my Made by Mitchell palette. It's the Feet on the Ground palette, and it's the shade It Kid. And why I'm annoyed is because last year I worked on all of my Made by Mitchell palettes to hit pan, and I keep rolling them in to this project. This is like the... Oh, it's annoying. Yeah, I'm gonna pick it anyways, because yeah, if it's not too similar to something else. Alright, then we will have 2033. Alright, 2033 is my, this is great because I have neglected these palettes a lot. It's the Ace Beauté Envy palette, it's the green one, I think. And it's the shade Energy, which is really good because I have not used those palettes nearly enough. And then we have 1,268. Ooh, 1,268 is my by Beauty Bay Dark Fantasy palette, and it's the shade Virtual. No clue what it looks like, but I'm excited because I don't have any pans in that palette. So let me grab those, swatch out the new color story, and also figure out what shade I want to hand select. I will be right back. Okay, I am back because I am going to not choose this one. I enrolled the shade R-Kid, not It Kid, and R-Kid is looking like this. It's this yellow shade here. And I am moving up to a very similar yellow shade, like a matte yellow, in my Panda palette in order. So I am actually not going to have this shade. I'm going to re-roll, which honestly makes me a bit happy because I wasn't feeling working on that on Made by Mitchell. So let me re-roll to a new shade. 447. Also a very, very early. Okay, 447 is my Martine Cosmetics Tschoin bus. I don't know how you say this. I'm gonna get that. That is a like pink purplish palette, so it should be okay. And yeah, then I'm gonna hand select my own shade as well. I will be right back. Okay, we do have interesting new color story. So this is the old one, and this is the new one. We're feeling the grungy vibes here. I am quite intrigued actually. Quite happy. So obviously the first two are the ones remaining. So we have the Prom from Forever Young, and we have Cozies, which is that green shade from the Oh My Gourd palette. Then we have this green shade here. It's a very, very dark green. Goes perfectly, you know, with that green that we still had. That one is the shade Energy from my Beauté Envy palette. I have the Aura one as well. These are very, very pretty. The color stories are super nice, but I have just not used them. So Energy is obviously that dark green here even darker. So I'm very, very pleased to enroll this palette. I can't wait to play around with all of the shades in here. And yeah, we're gonna do some dark green looks. I love green. It's my favorite color to wear on my eyes. So I am super happy about that. Then we have an even darker shade. This is the black with glitter in it, as you can see. That is the shade Virtual from the Be Perfect Dark Fantasy palette. I love this palette. It's like beautiful. I have not bought the other, like the newer Beauty Bay by Beauty Bay, like their holiday releases since. I bought this one and just love this color story. So that is the palette there, and Virtual, as you can see, is the shade up here. So as I said, I have the rule if I enroll a matte black. This isn't a matte black, it has sparkle in it. Beauty Bay palettes or shades are not super difficult to hit pan on, so I am actually going to try and hit pan on this shade. I will see how I feel after 10 uses, but I think I'm going to use this as a liner pretty much a lot. So the goal will be to hit pan in this shade because I want a pan in this palette anyways. It is absolutely gorgeous. This shade here will go so well with the purple shade there, as you can see. So yeah, can't wait to play around more with that. Then we have this very pale purplish, pinkish, iridescent shade. And that is from the Martine Cosmetics Tschoin Buzz. I don't know how to say that. This is a Belgian indie brand, and they have like French, like the French Belgians, so to speak. So yeah, this palette has not been used that much either. This is what it's looking like. Very, very pink, purpley with like a little bit of a bluish twist. Just the shade I enrolled is this one up here, and that is also going to go so well with this purple. I can use it as an inner corner very, very easily. So yeah, happy to have this one out. Try to hit pan. It's semi-easy to hit pan in Martine Cosmetics, but this is an older palette from them, so I don't know if they are deeper or whatever, but yeah, I am happy to have that one out. And then I hope you can see what's happening here on my lower, like, you see a green shimmer, I see also pink. This is like a duo multichrome shade, and it's from the OG Unearthly Cosmetics, like Alien Cosmetics, the Lore palette. Love this packaging. This is one of my favorite palettes from them. It's beautiful. It doesn't have a pan in it, so I'm gonna do this as my hand selected shade. I want to use my Unearthly palettes a lot more. They have been severely neglected. I love them, but I need to use them. So I'm going the easy route here. This is the shade Serpent that I'm enrolling. You can see what the palette looks like. So I mean, you can see that I've used it, especially Serpent here. It already has a dip. So that will be my hand selected shade. I think it's gonna go so well with both of the, like, going the green route, or if I want to go the purple route, it is going to work absolutely fine. I will also be working on, like, I have a red that I'm working on in a different palette, and I think this is going to go well with that one as well, because it does have like a pink reddish flip to it. So that is my hand selected shade. Anyway, that is it, guys. Those are all of the new eyeshadows. It will be like basically almost a complete refresh. We still have 2 shades. I'm probably going to have this one out by the next update. I only have 6 more uses to go. But as I said, I might try to actually hit pan in this one to see how deep the pans are. Yeah, don't know where we will be next update, but that is it. Please let me know what you think about the new color story. Is it appropriate for fall, or you know, what do you think about this? I always love to hear from you in the comments, but other than that, I hope that you're doing well, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye guys!